Well, good morning, everyone, and once again, welcome to Mornings with Marilyn. God bless you today. I trust that you are expecting good things to happen for you today. I want to say hello to so many of you: Rita, Jean, Joan, Eric, Jonathan, Mary, Norman, David. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I wish I could mention all of your names. There's so many that always get on every morning. I appreciate your comments and that you're sharing this with your friends. I want to share with you today out of Psalms 91 and in relationship to what took place this weekend. In Psalms 91, I believe this will be a blessing to you. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And I will say of the Lord, He's my refuge, He's my fortress. He is my God. In Him will I trust. He is your God. He is whoever allows Him to be their God, He is their God. And that would include, if you don't mind me saying, Donald Trump. Surely He shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the perilous pestilence. He shall cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you shall take refuge. I think every commentator I've heard speak on television, every person has acknowledged that God intervened for Donald Trump. His truth shall be your shield and your buckler. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that walks in darkness, nor the destruction that lays wait at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. Now let me repeat some of this. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor the arrow that flies by day. We saw great strength in Donald Trump when that arrow, that bullet, flew by at noonday. And then I think we've all had thought, wow, what a close call, just a fraction of an inch from killing him. What a close call. But then the Bible tells us, 1,000 shall fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand. That means it's very close to you. You know, we might think that was a close call, but you know, God has no close calls. Everybody acknowledged God protected him. In the natural, it looked like a close call. God doesn't have any close calls. When it says, 10,000 at your right hand and it shall not come near you, in other words, no weapon formed against you, it will not prosper. And there was a weapon formed against him, and it did not prosper. It did not take his life. God does not have any close calls, and I want that to be an encouragement to you. Because I can remember years ago, maybe some of you have read my testimony. I have so many testimonies in my book, Memories of Miracles. But I talk about one section about the angels. And I can remember the day many years ago, I was on Highway 15, early in the morning, coming home from being with somebody at the hospital all night. And there was a car on the road. At 3 o'clock in the morning, there was no traffic. But I did notice one car up ahead in my same lane. And I thought to myself, the guy must have a broken tail light, because instead of red lights, I saw white lights. And I kept thinking, I'm sure I'm catching up with that guy awfully fast. He must be driving very slow. Wonder how he broke both of his tail lights. And suddenly, I heard the Lord say to me, headlights. That was a man who was a drunk driver, driving on the wrong side of the road, on the wrong side of the highway, coming right at me in my lane. And I heard the Lord say, headlights. At that moment, that car was about to hit me. I actually saw the man's face when an angel grabbed hold of my steering wheel. Now my car, the angel didn't turn the steering wheel, but the car, when the angel grabbed my steering wheel, the car shifted to the right. I saw the man's face as he drove right past me. It was a horrible head-on collision. About a mile down the road, he hit another car. Everybody was killed. But when I saw that man's face and I saw how close that was for me, immediately I just started praising the Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for divine protection. But I have to honestly say the adrenaline was racing so high on the inside of me. And as I was praising the Lord, I also said, thank you, Lord. But Lord, what a close call. And for days, I just kept thanking the Lord, because for days that adrenaline was still racing so high, because I saw the man's face and so grieved that the other people in the other car was killed along with the drunk driver. And I continue to say, Lord, thank you for saving me, but Lord, did it have to be such a close call? I mean, it was such a close call, but thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I heard the Lord say to me, Marilyn, I don't have close calls. That was not a close call for me. I was right there with you. My angel protected you. And I thought, in the natural, sometimes it seems like a close call. God doesn't have any close calls. And in the natural, that looked like a very close call. In the natural, it was a close call. For me, it was a close call for Donald Trump, but not for God. And whatever you're going through, if you're facing a horrible accident or something, remember, it'll never be a close call for God if you continue to dwell in the secret place of the Most High. And we have to acknowledge truly that Donald Trump and his family, they all had great faith in God. And even Donald Trump acknowledged that God had saved him. But I just want that to be encouragement to you. And you ought to read Psalms 91 probably every day, if not at least several times throughout the week. That even though a terror can come by night, or an arrow fly by day, it will not affect you. It'll be right at your right hand. It'll be very close. But remember, God has no close calls. And so I pray that this is an encouragement to you, because sometimes we go through situations, we think, oh Lord, that was a close call. Not for God. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge. He is my fortress. My God, in Him I will trust. So I want to encourage you, trust in the Lord with all of your heart in every situation of life. I really pray this is an encouragement to you today. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.